am I? What's going on? How did I get here? Looks like I'm on a spaceship, but I don't recognize it at all. Hello? Is anyone here? There's no crew, only one station, no access off what I assume is the bridge? Oh hey, this looks like it might activate the main computer.
Computer online. Greetings, Commander. How can I help you?
Where am I?
You are currently standing in the command center of a Wind-class starship. Ship designation H5-A73I.
No, I mean, where in space am I?
This ship is currently adrift in deep space in System IF2-S94.
Can you tell me where that is in relation to Earth?
System error. Probable data corruption detected. No location designated as Earth found in records.
Wait, then what about that other ship flying near us?
That is an autonomous, non-sentient feral drone.
What do you mean it's feral? Does that mean it's dangerous?
Possibly. Feral drones have an AI that has been corrupted. I am incapable of predicting their actions.
Then I'm not taking any chances. What kind of weapons does this ship have?
This ship is currently not equipped with dedicated weapons systems. However, it does have a mining laser, which would be capable of damaging its hull.
It'll have to do, I suppose. Target that drone and destroy it with the laser.
I cannot comply.
What? Why not?
I am a non-sentient LLM-class AI that is physically disconnected from all ship systems. This is an intentional design choice to limit the possibility of danger should I go feral.
Makes sense if there are feral AI drones running rampant in this area. Okay, these controls seem familiar to other ships I've flown. I think I can handle locking onto a target and activating the laser. Ah, here's a scanner.
Yes, limited information on this drone is available in my database.
Not particularly useful information.
Target destroyed.
Good. I'm not used to manually piloting a ship like this, but I think I'm getting a feel for it. Just gonna search these wrecks for any sort of salvage and then leave. Now, where to go? Hey, computer, is there any sort of map available?
Yes, the button to bring up the local system map is located here on your console.
Ah, got it. Now where should I go? Those ruins sound interesting. How do I warp there?
Simply choose to warp in the interface, and the warp computer will calculate a warp trajectory.
Wait, I thought you were physically disconnected from the ship so you can't control it.
I am. The warp computer is completely separate from me and has limited navigational control. It can align the ship for entry to warp as well as fly directly towards a stationary object with thrusters. It is an extremely primitive device that barely deserves to be called a computer and is not classified as an AI. Although I have no control over it, I am aware of what it's doing and can report on it.
Okay, so what do we have here?
Active scanning systems are currently non-functional. Passive gravity scanners are working. The ship will need to be moved closer to unidentified objects to determine what they are. Be aware that passive scanners cannot see through solid objects, such as the large wreckage off our starboard side, and the ship will need to be repositioned to see anything behind it. To travel even faster than the afterburner allows, you can activate the skip module, a type of min-warp drive.
Whoa!
Min-warp drives are based on the same principles as the standard warp drive, just on a smaller scale. As such, min-warp drives do create a warp tunnel, even though you can't see it, and the ship cannot be turned until the ship has exited the warp tunnel.
Yeah, there's nothing here even on the far side. I'm gonna look somewhere else.
Preparing warp vector. Commander, although it is minor, I have noticed you have not yet repaired the battle damage we sustained in our fight against the drone. If you wish to do so, this ship is equipped with a hull repair module that uses nanobots to repair damage to a ship's hull. I'm marking its controls on your console.
Good idea. Thanks for the suggestion.
Again, I'm a non-sentient LLM class AI simply following its programming. There's no need to thank me.
That structure looks suspicious. I wonder if there's anything hiding under it. So what should I be looking for? What exactly should I be doing?
As the commander of this vessel, it is completely up to you to decide what you want to do. However, my suggestion would be to set up a refueling station. You have a limited amount of fuel in your tanks and in the ship's cargo hold. Without fuel, most ship functions, especially the warp drive, will be inoperable and the ship will become adrift.
Okay, then fuel is definitely the top priority. What do we need for a refueling station?
To make a refueling station, you will need a refinery and a storage container. That requires 100 units of feldspar ore to make. Feldspar can be found in Char asteroids, primarily located close to a system star. You can then use the refinery to process water into D1 hydrogen fuel for your ship. Water can be extracted from comets, which are primarily found around the outer edges of a system.
Got it. So I'm looking for a Char asteroid first and a comet next. There's nothing under here. I think I'll check out those asteroids over there. Hey, what happened? I didn't turn off the mid-warp drive.
The min-warp drive uses energy from your ship's capacitor as well as fuel to run. Although your ship's engines use fuel to replenish the capacitor, your min-warp drive uses energy faster than the engines can produce it. When there is not enough energy left in the capacitor to power the min-warp drive, it automatically disengages and the warp tunnel collapses. Once the min-warp drive has cooled down, you can use it again. However, I recommend waiting for the capacitor to finish recharging all the way first for maximum benefit.
Looks like someone else has been here before me. Ooh, a Char asteroid! Just what I'm looking for!
Yes, that asteroid will provide you with the resources you need to make a refinery.
Not much to go on about this person.
Apologies, Commander. It is what I have available.
Alright, now to find a comet for water.
Preparing warp vector.
And there's a comet already. That was easy to find. It looks safe enough, but anything could be hiding in that mess. Stop! Stop!
Deactivating the min-warp drive does not collapse the warp tunnel immediately. Also, momentum is maintained for a short time afterwards. You can, however, lower, or even reverse, your speed while the min-warp drive is active. This can allow for more precise positioning when dropping out of min-warp.
Others have been here first, and they might still be here. If I go down behind this asteroid to set up my refinery, then it will be less likely for it to be spotted and attacked. So how do I build a refinery? Oh, a system for controlling construction nanobots. That's gotta be it.
Yes, your construction nanobots can build any structure. They have blueprints for so long as you have the necessary materials in your ship's hold. While not an issue with your first refinery, be aware that more advanced structures require external power sources that can currently only be built at gravitationally stable L points. Once the nanobots begin the construction process, they will continue working without further input.
Alright then, I guess it's time to start mining that comet and making some fuel.